In the eye, the cornea is the transparent layer forming the front of the eye. And then there's the iris, which is the colored part of the eye and responsible for controlling the size of the pupil, which is the opening in the iris and determines how much light enters the eye. This helps when you're at a concert because when the lights get brighter, your pupil is able to close to let less light in. Then there's the retina, which is the inner surface of the back of the eyeball and trigger nerve impulses that pass through the optic nerve, and the retina would be sensitive to the light at a concert. The fovea is a small depression in the center of the retina where visual acuity is at its highest, so the singer's image would be the sharpest. Then there is the blind spot, which is found right here towards the optic nerve, which is the point of entry of the optic nerve on the retina and is insensitive to light. Then, the optic nerve contains bundled axons of ganglion cells that hook the retina to the brain. This ensures that the message and images about the concert are received in the brain. There's also the optic disc, which also helps relay the message. Then there is the trichromatic theory, which is the theory of how humans perceive color and that the color receptors of red, blue, and green combine to produce all other colors that we see. And then the opponent process theory is our ability to perceive color is dictated by three receptor complexes with opposite actions. We either see red or green, blue or yellow, and black or white, never both colors from the same complex.
Here we have bipolar cells, which are specialized cells that connect and transmit information from the eye's photoreceptor cells to the ganglion cells that make up the optic nerve, so the image of a concert would be transmitted. Next we have ganglion cells, which receive information perceived from the concert like lights in the singer and transmit that to the brain to be processed. Next we have cones, which detect bright lights and LED lights from the stage and see the fine details of the singer's outfit and shoes. The cones are clustered in the fovea. Rods, photoreceptors in the retina that detect black, white, and gray. They can see that the floor of the stage is black while the microphone is gray.
The thalamus is where most sensory info goes and where the info is properly routed to the appropriate area of the cortex for processing. The visual cortex is part of the cerebral cortex that receives and processes impulses from the eyes. So this is where all the visual sensory info would go from the concert. The specialized cells in the brain that allow us to detect certain types of stimuli, such as movement, shape, and angles, are feature detectors. In the occipital lobe is the rearmost lobe and each cerebral hemisphere of the brain. Its main function is that it is visual processing center of the brain.